Hey guys, Matt here with Reach Your Summit. In this video, I want to go over some footwear with you that I've been wearing for all of my 3-season trips this year. And I'm continuing to use this footwear until it transitions to the winter time. That footwear is the Lone Peak 4.0. Now these are brand new, and that's because I love these shoes so much that I ended up picking up a couple of extra pairs. So when the pair that I have been wearing wears out, I'll have another couple of sets ready to get broken in and worn down. So the pair that I have been wearing are these right here. Now I have about 460 miles on these, and they're still holding up really well. I've been very happy with them. I have had a couple of minor issues with these shoes, which I'll go over with you in just a little bit. Now these shoes weigh about 10.2 ounces per shoe. So for a pair, that's going to be about 20.5 ounces. On my scale, they were pretty close to about 21 ounces for the pair. The size that I wear is a 10.5. I find the sizing of these shoes to be really accurate and very comparable to a lot of other footwear. I typically wear 10.5. It's pretty true to size with these. Now these shoes are non-waterproof. You can get them with the waterproof breathable material, but I personally don't wear waterproof breathable footwear during my 3-season trips. With going non-waterproof, I'm able to let these dry out a lot quicker. My feet are able to breathe a lot better. My socks are able to dry really well. And in the case that I do end up hiking through pouring rain, or crossing creeks or rivers with this footwear, I do use a vapor barrier liner along with my socks and my shoes. So I put together a video a little earlier in the year highlighting the Altra Lone Peak Mid 4.0 RSMs. So I'll put a link for the video on these that I put together down in the video description for this video. And these I've been very happy with too, and I ended up liking these so much that I ended up picking up another pair for the winter once these wore out. But enough on that right now. Let's get back to the 4.0 non-waterproof shoes. Now the first thing I love about these shoes is the foot-shaped toe box. I had not gotten a single blister in these shoes yet. They're very, very comfortable. My foot is able to splay out naturally and be very comfortable. I don't have any friction along the inner part of the shoe. And that's along with just wearing your traditional merino wool socks. So I don't do anything too crazy. I don't wear Injinji socks. I'm just worn darn tough mid-height hiker socks or the low-cut cycling socks. Another thing that I've been really happy with this shoe is the zero drop. So for me personally, I don't need a lot of support in my feet. And with the zero drop, I'm able to get the comfort that I need. I love that I get a more natural feel on terrain that I'm walking on, whether it's roots, rocks, or anything else when I'm out on the trail. With the zero drop, I have also not felt any foot fatigue at the end of the day, which I've been very happy with. With the zero drop in this shoe, I actually didn't need to worry about the transition period because I had been wearing the Lone Peak Mids for the winter time. So with adjusting between this and the La Sportiva Nucleos, I was able to get my Achilles and my body adjusted to the zero drop. So when it became springtime, I was able to just wear these right out of the box and not have any discomfort when doing long distance backpacking trips. If you're just starting to try out the zero drop, give it a chance. Take your time, allow your body to get adjusted to the footwear. Your transition period might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 2 months. Everyone's body is different, but just give it some time. The bottom tread is using a Max Track, which I find has been very, very secure. I've been very surprised with the performance. It grips really well on wet rock, and as I mentioned, the natural feel that I get, my foot is able to just wrap around everything that I'm stepping on, which has given me a lot of comfort, a lot of stability. I've been very confident in how my footing is wherever I'm stepping on the trail, on rocks, regardless of where I am. and that's something that I really appreciate. The stack height of the shoe is 25 millimeters, which is the same as the Lone Peak 4.0 mids. I find it gives an ample amount of cushion and comfort, along with the insole, which is a 5 millimeter contour. It's using Altra's A-bound technology along with the stone guard. These shoes also have the 4-point gaiter trap system. So you have a little hook in the front here, you have the Velcro in the back so you can attach your gaiter, and then on the sides of the shoe there are a couple of little loops where you can hook in the gaiter if you're using the 4-point system. So I personally have been using the 2-point Altra gaiter system. These are very similar to Dirty Girl gaiters. It simply has a hook in the front and Velcro on the back, and I'm able to attach that to my footwear. It's worked very well. It's kept a lot of dirt and debris out of my shoes. It also has helped keep ticks out of my socks on a couple of occasions where I had seen them on my backpacking trips. So these are super flexible. Even the new ones are going to have a good amount of flex to them. So with all that mileage that I put on these this year, I've used these on the Allegheny 100, which was super muddy, super wet, and along with my vapor barrier liner and my Darn Tough socks, I didn't have any issues. I also used these a couple of weeks later to summit Mount Washington in New Hampshire in the White Mountains, and I've used this on a lot of backpacking trips up in the Whites over the summer. I've also used these up in Maine. I used them in Acadia National Park, on the Long Trail in Vermont, and a lot of other sections of the Appalachian Trail. I've used them everywhere. I also used these on Cape Cod on a backpacking trip I took along Sandy Neck Beach. And I was really impressed at how very little sand got through the fabric of this shoe. So the tread on the Warren ones, you can see I still have a decent amount left, not a whole lot compared to the new ones. Now for the couple of issues that I've had with these shoes. I haven't had any blowouts yet, which has been great, but one of the things that did happen was the front of the shoe had peeled on me a little bit. For me personally, this happened around 150, 175 miles, which you wouldn't expect of a shoe. So it didn't really hinder the performance, and I've been so happy with this footwear. I ended up just super gluing it, and it's been fine ever since. The other issue that I had that I was a little surprised with, within 100 miles, the insole in the shoe had packed out. So the cushion wasn't there as much as it was when it was right out of the box. Within 100 miles, that's something that I feel should last a little bit longer. Overall, the shoe felt very comfortable, I felt very secure, and it did not hinder the performance at all. So that's something that didn't really affect me too much. It's just something that I noticed personally. The other thing that I really love about this shoe is the drainage ports on the front of the shoe. These work really well when I was hiking through water or mud. It just allowed anything that was building up inside of the shoe to just kind of get squished out, and it allowed it to dry a little bit quicker. So the cost of the shoe is $120. It's pretty standard for a really good, reasonable trail runner. So that's the Lone Peak 4.0. I'm really looking forward to continuing to use these. Like I said, once one pair wears out, I'll just use another pair that I purchased. And when the next generation of the Lone Peaks come out, you can be sure I'll be trying those out too. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions on this shoe or anything else you've seen in my videos, please feel free to get in touch with me in a comment below, or you can contact me at reachyoursummit.net. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you on the trail.